Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome back to Noor Ishq, a journey of light from the soul, beyond words, beyond boundaries. Today we will be starting our chapter 7, Surrender. Surrender is not giving up. The word surrender often carries a heavy meaning. To many people, surrender sounds like defeat, like losing control, like giving up on life, on dreams, or on hopes. But in the spiritual path, surrender is something entirely different. Surrender is not weakness, it is not an escape, and it is not the end of efforts. Surrender is trust. It is the quiet realization that not everything is meant to be controlled by your hands, that some parts of life were never placed in your care. They were always in the care of Allah. From a young age, we learn to hold tightly to things. We hold on to people, plans, expectations, and outcomes. We believe that if we just try hard enough, love deeply enough, or plan carefully enough, everything will fall into place. But life does not always follow our plans. People change, situations shift, doors closed without explanation. Prayers are answered in ways we do not expect. And in those moments, the heart faces a choice. It can tighten its grip or it can soften and surrender. Many hearts choose the first path. They resist what is happening. They ask, why is this happening to me? They replay the past and fear the future. This resistance creates tension, not only in the mind, but in the heart and body as well. Because the heart was not created to fight reality, it was created to trust the one who controls it. Surrender begins when the heart accepts a simple truth. Allah knows what I do not know. Allah sees what I cannot see. Allah plans with wisdom beyond my understanding. This does not mean you stop caring. It does not mean you stop trying. It does not mean you become passive or indifferent. True surrender is very active. You still make efforts, you still take steps, you still pray, plan, and work. But inside, something changes. You no longer carry the burden of the outcome. You no longer feel that everything depends on you. You do your part and you leave the rest to Allah. This is surrender. It is like placing a heavy load down after carrying it for a long time. The path may still be long, but now your hands are free. and your heart is lighter. Many people fear surrender because they think it means losing what they love. They believe that if they truly let go, Allah will take everything away from them. But surrender is not about losing, it is about being guided. When you surrender, you are not throwing your life into darkness. You are placing it into the hands of the one who created light itself. Allah does not ask you to surrender so that He can harm you. He asks you to surrender so that He can carry you. There are moments in life when effort alone cannot solve what you are facing. You may try everything you know, yet the situation does not change. The heart becomes exhausted from trying to fix what is beyond its control. In this moment, surrender becomes a mercy. It allows the heart to say, Ya Allah, O Lord, I have done what I could. Now I leave this in your care. This is not defeat, this is trust in its purest form. Sometimes surrender happens after a long struggle, after tears, after disappointment, after the heart realizes it cannot force life into the shape it desires. And in that moment of surrender, something unexpected appears: peace. Not because the situation has changed, but because the heart has stopped fighting reality. There is a quiet strength in this state, a strength that does not come from control but from connection. The surrendered heart is not weak, it is deeply rooted, like a tree whose roots are firmly planted in the earth. It can bend with the wind without breaking. Storms may come, but the tree remains grounded. Surrender gives the heart that grounding. It is no longer depends entirely on people, outcomes, or circumstances. Its deepest trust is placed in Allah. And when the trust becomes real, the heart feels a kind of stability that the world cannot provide. Surrender also opens the door to a deeper form of love. As long as the heart is trying to control everything, it leaves intention, it fears loss, it fears change, it fears uncertainty. But when the heart surrenders, it begins to feel safe in Allah's care. It realizes that even when life changes, Allah remains. And in that realization, love becomes purer, not attached to outcomes, but rooted in the divine. Surrender is not giving up on life, it is giving your life back to the one who gave it to you. It is saying, Ya Allah, O Lord, I trust you more than I trust my own plans. Guide me where you will, and in that trust, the tired heart finds rest, the anxious heart finds calm, and the wandering heart finds its way home. Thank you for listening. Until we meet again in the next chapter, stay in stillness, stay in remembrance, and let your heart rest with Allah.